everybody, John Henderson, Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. It has been a while. Today, we're looking at Southern Renegade, Southern Style, English Style Bitter, or ESB, from our friends at Red Clay Brewing in the pride of Opelika, Alabama. 5% ABV, and ESB Style Bitter. Ooh, man, a lot of foam there. The only ESB that again comes to mind that I've had and I liked, and this is Beer 101 when English style bitters, or it could be English style pale ales. The one I had the first time was the Red Hook ESB, and that's based in Seattle now under the guidance. They were independent now under the guidance of Anheuser-Busch InBev now. Here's the beer looks like. A bit foamy, as you can see, a lot of foam at the top. So, English style pale ale is a southern twist. There's a classic that balances clean, crisp, toasted, and toasted fruity malts made with a satisfying multitude palates. And definitely getting some very toasty malts in this. I don't sense any fruit in this here, but mostly definitely sort of a very malty beverage here I'm getting. This is the first beer I've had from this company, Red Clay Brewing Company, Opelika, which is not far from Auburn, Alabama. Of course, War Eagle. First beer I've had from Red Clay. Almost like a sort of a nut, raisin, sort of very firm bread type smell I'm getting right now. Smells good. A lot of foam. Beer stash. Like a fruit bread sort of taste I'm getting. Some raisins and some dates. A little, not much, maybe a bit of a toffee taste to it, but it kind of had those fruit, raisins and dates, a little bit cranberries, dry fruit sort of taste I'm getting out of this beer. Brewed and canned by Back 40 Brewing Company for Red Clay Brewing Company. Back 40, as is right now, I'm trying to think of, there are a couple of, from what I last heard, Haint Blue beers are being brewed at some brewery right now, are brewing for, I think Fairhope Brewing is brewing some beers for Haint Blue, which is in Mobile. Again, the Alabama beer scene is interesting compared to what it was back then when I moved down here. It was slowly beginning to find its niche place, but now it's getting a lot of good pub. Again, the brewers I just mentioned, Red Clay is one of them, Back 40, good people, Fairhope, Haint Blue, Serta. So another one being opened up here in the Mobile area, Avondale. So some good beers are being made, you know. Something that Garrett Oliver, the brewmaster at Brooklyn Brewery, was talking about in one of his when I was watching one of his talks that he gave at some conference, where he was mentioning that, you know, we're going back to the days when breweries, these small little breweries, you know, we're eaten up, or at least, I say not eaten up, but sort of kind of put to rest by some of the big boys, Anheuser-Busch, you know, Miller and Coors. But now, over the last 25 years, 30 years now, I've really begun to flex their muscle, and now are coming back to what they used to do back then in the 1800s or the early 1900s and whatnot. So yeah, the big boys will make their beers, but we're gonna go do some good quality beers that really are the beers that the founding fathers used to have and would sample and enjoy. So yeah, definitely, but it's sort of a sweet sort of date and some nuts, sort of raisin, cranberry type of flavor I'm getting from this. Food pairings I'm trying to think of what can go with this. Thinking maybe a nice hearty, maybe I would say for a pale ale, maybe a nice stew, or beef sort of stew, veggie stew, or maybe a kind of sort of one of those styles. I would say that really kind of would go good with this. Yeah, it's an interesting. Like I said, the Red Hook ESB was kind of more commercially successful of that style. And again, this style's been around forever, folks. So let's not get it twisted, or this is a new thing. Is no. Nice little cinnamon on the bottom, but again, ESBs I'll have from time to time, but not something I'll get a lot. Again, I think I'm tasting like a fruitcake, or a fruit and nuts and dates and, you know, walnuts and cranberries, dry fruits, you know, sort of thing. And that's what it's what I'm tasting in this beer. 3.12 out of 5 score on Beer Advocate. So that would be, I guess that would be considered a B minus, going in the territory of a C maybe. So on the borderline B minus C. So I think that would be the grade I'm probably going to give this. Again, ESBs are not something I like or buy, but it's okay, like I said. An English nice stew, maybe maybe something like a pie. I won't go say shepherd. No, not shepherd's pie, but maybe something that does with beef. Maybe a beef stroganoff. Not beef stroganoff. Maybe that could probably go with it. You know. Beef stroganoff. A meat pie. How about that? Let's just go there with a meat pie. You know. So, good. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the score that Beer Advocate puts in. I think 3.112 is about right. So that'll be a B minus, going on to a C for me. So this would be a 7.8. Let's do a 7.7 score. So this would be a C plus score. So I'm going harping on a B minus. So yeah, you know what? Let's just go with the B minus score. So 7.8, 7.9 score. Okay, not great in terms of ESB style bitter, but English style bitter, style pale ale, but you know, call it how I see it. So that is my score, 7.8 for the 7.9 for the Renegade, Southern style ESB from Red Clay Brewing, Jean Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble. So keep on watching and always cheers. Live, laugh, and love. ESB, ESB, ESB. Yay, yay, yay.